This is the OKNIFE LK. If it is what I think it is, they're definitely cooking over at OKNIFE. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. Right? What would happen if you get a flashlight and a knife and you mix it together and it's not a multi-tool, but it's a knife with a light? That's exactly what they're going for here. This one has a light built into the handle, so that's interesting. We're going to check that out together. Read me. The device ships in locked out mode. To unlock it before use, turn the switch for about 2 seconds until the light turns on. Okay, we'll be doing that. Fully charge the battery before the first use. Red blinking light means charging and green light means completely charged. During charging, only the middle brightness level is supported. Okay, good to know. But yes, if you know OKNIFE and Olight, right, they're the same company. They do flashlights under the Olight brand umbrella and they do knives under the OKNIFE brand umbrella. So it makes sense that they do a little merger of the two. We got a USB-C charging cable, USB-C to USB-C. That's nice to have out of the box. And then we have some additional instructions here, the user manual. We'll keep that handy in case we need it. But all right, here we go. This is definitely a very unique experience. We've done plenty of knives here on the channel, and we have done plenty of flashlights, but this one is like a 2-in-1. For starters, first impressions, I'm digging the aluminum here. There's a button there for the light, and then we've got the knife. So they say to hold it for about 2 seconds. There we go, and now we are cooking. Well, that got pretty light. Kind of blinded me for a second. It throws a little bit of a ring sort of light, which is nice. In a way, it is kind of like a ring light, sort of. Check that out. And that is, the camera's not even doing it justice. I can't even look at it. That's how bright it is. Check out the different modes. So that's off. One press on, one press off. It's a press and hold, I'm sure. That's going to let us cycle through the different modes. All right, so it looks like a low and a high, and then a double tap will be probably turbo. There we go. And then one press on and off. Now I'm thinking you can lock it from the off position if you press and hold for about 2 seconds. Yeah, that's the lock mode. So now if I press it, yeah, it's just going to remind me that it's locked out. That just prevents it from accidentally turning on in your pocket and things like that. So they thought about it. I would have to just press and hold for 2 seconds or more just to be able to get it out of lock mode. So the light is nice and convenient to have, because then you now don't have to think about 2 separate items to carry with you. Right now, the knife and the light are one item. So it's a little bit of a compromise there. We have a back flipper for the knife. The blade tucks in completely into the handle. So to the untrained eye, it just looks like a flashlight with a pocket clip. That's a pretty deep carry pocket clip, by the way. A little bit on the lengthier side. We have the same matching back spacer. Here's the USB-C charger right on the side here of the light. Again, pretty interesting concept to have a light on a knife. Well, here we go. Let's go ahead and send it. Bam. Check it out. Now, I'm sure I know exactly what you guys are thinking in the comments. Miguel, the blade to handle ratio, it's a little off on this guy. I'm like, no kidding, right? Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of a trade-off here. The blade kind of tucks in about right here. The rest of the back spacer, there's room for batteries and obviously flashlight components and things like that. You know, it's kind of a given here. We do have, surprisingly, wait a second, did they go all the way to M390 on this? Now that I'm surprised with. I was not expecting that to be M390 steel. Pleasantly surprised, absolutely. LK MAD or MAU, I'm sure they're not MAD, they're just LK, LK MAU. L for light, K for knife, makes sense. Now for the blade, we have a little bit of a clip point with a little bit of a tanto. We have dual flat zones on the blade. We'll probably zoom in a tad bit. You guys can get a closer look, and we do have a little recurve going on here. So it is going to be a dual flat recurve tanto clip point. How about that? And if you think I'm wrong, obviously let me know in the comments your best denomination, best guesses for this blade geometry classification. We do have some jimping on the tang of the blade, a little bit of it also on the handle. Just interesting. Now it is going to be a good old plunge lock button lock, right? The traditional, right? Classy button locks. So that means we'll bring out the 2x4 here in just a second to do a little bit of a whack test. So on the close, nice and smooth. Oh yeah, that is very smooth. It's interesting, sort of carrying a knife where the pocket clip is, yeah, that's going to make it tip down carry, which is kind of a weird call. I would have wanted to reverse it, but this is where the charging port is. So again, some trade-offs need to be made. It is going to carry as a tip down carry knife. Haven't carried one of those like that in a minute. As long as you put it against the seam of your pocket, right, the blade is not going anywhere, so you should be good there. We said that back flipper is the other deployment method, and you can use, of course, the button itself. So very nice and fidgety from that standpoint. Very smooth, ball bearing action is nice. It's a weird feeling with the pocket clip back here to kind of get a good grip, but kind of getting the hang of it and getting used to it. You don't want to submerge it in water. It's not waterproof. I wouldn't necessarily do that. You'll keep it nice and clean and dried off, just like most knives, right? General maintenance, if you would. And as far as the ergos, check it out. Full 4-finger grip. You want to be careful here with the button. You could accidentally disengage it on yourself if you are not careful. There's no safeguards around the button. It does protrude out of the handle a tad bit. So if you're over here not being careful and you press it in accident, you're going to disengage it on yourself. So be mindful of that. But other than that, yeah, I'm able to get a full purchase. It is going to be about a medium knife or so. I mean, you could theoretically put pressure on the button if you grip a certain way, like your ring finger might press it accidentally, but if you have it on lockdown mode, you should be good. I feel the pocket clip a tad bit. I'm going to go maybe 8.5 out of 10. Other than that, all the corners are nice and rounded off. Good chamfering all the way around. Overall length here on the LK from OKNIFE, light and knife together, 6¼ inches, right? 6.25. We have about 2.5 on the blade. Cutting path is also about 2.5. Handle length is going to be just a hair over 3.75, like 3.8. And as far as testing that button lock goes, right, we got the subscribe stick of truth here. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, but let's just go ahead and close it, open it, reset it, move my fingers out of the way. Couple taps here. All right, that's pretty solid. Again, not really proving much, but for what it's worth, I know some of you guys want to see how it performs and if the plunge lock will fail. Going a little bit harder. All right, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. There's no button lash, right, or plunge lock lash or of any kind. It comes back up, goes down nicely. Good spring tension there on the coil spring, if you would. And it passes the cliche whack test for what it's worth. So there you go. Now, I think this is very unique. Has this been done before? Probably, right, in some sort of multi-tool. I know there are some key solutions out there that have multiple different tools. They have a blade of sorts, usually like a cheap blade, usually like a very cheap light and things like that. But here you're getting, Olight. They do really, really solid flashlights. And you're getting a nice steel here, M390 on the blade. So, there are some trade-off, like I said, with the pocket clip and certain things like that you have to kind of be aware. But is it nice to carry 2 items in one? Absolutely. That's a trade-off with a multi-tool, right? You carry a multi-tool for a reason. It brings about 12, 15, however many tools in one item or one product. And this one is kind of taking that approach for at least 2 of the most popular items that we usually carry the most, the knife and the flashlight. Now, when it comes time to sharpening, I know this recurve here is going to be a little bit more challenging than if it was just a nice natural belly, but it is very nice and sharp. I definitely feel that on my very scientific nail test. Let me know your thoughts on this one.